What's up, y'all? Thank you for tuning in to another Boss Bitch Tips episode. And this video is called Should We Split Everything 50-50? Some of you guys believe that the man should be the one who pays for everything, or who at least pays for the majority of things. And I'm not going to lie, we've been conditioned to believe that the man should be the provider. I disagree, even though I don't want to disagree, even though it will be easier to say, hey, he's the man, he should want to take care of everything. But I have recently started to gear my videos more towards the energy kind of approach and saying that it's more so about the energy of the people in the relationship. The gender that you were born as, or the fact that you have a penis or the fact that you have a vagina doesn't make you more masculine or more feminine. It's the energy that you carry. And I know men who they feel like, hey, they could stay home and take care of everything while the woman goes out and works and brings home the money. Or women who just have that kind of drive and ambition to own their own businesses or companies or be heads of things, and they don't necessarily see or feel very domestic or motherly. And sometimes when we have these kind of ideals that if you're a woman, you need to be this way, or that if you're a man, you need to be this way, we get confused, or we try to attract the kind of people who are not necessarily the right ones for us. And energy doesn't lie. I remember one time a guy said to me, he was like, I wanted my girl to get a job so that she could help me out a little bit. But she was just like, I don't work. You got this. You'll handle it. And it put pressure on him to support them in a way that he felt uncomfortable doing, in a way that he felt like, hey, we're in this together. Why do I have to do this? And a part of me was like, well, you are the man because of my conditioning. You have to understand your partner. And if you are not necessarily the kind of person who thinks that, you have a role to play and your partner has a role to play based on gender, then I feel like you'll be better equipped to deal with the way the world really is now. Not all men who don't necessarily provide and take care of everything is irrelevant, or coming up short or not taking care of things. You have to understand how they see money. You have to understand what their value system is and how they perceive a relationship to be 50-50. And you have to also understand that if they believe that they have a role to play as the man, then you have to understand what their role or what their idea of your role as a woman, or vice versa, should be or needs to be. And see if that actually lines up with what you think you need to be bringing to the table. It's not just a one-way street. And I've said it before myself. Oh yeah, I want a man who take care of everything. I want a man who will, pay for everything. I want a man who will provide, and I want a man who will want to spoil me and never have me reach for my wallet. I was in the grocery store the other day, and there was this girl who came. There was a couple, and then the guy went around to start bagging the groceries real fast. And when he did, the girl went to go reach for her wallet, and he damn near smacked that wallet out of her hand. What are you doing? It got real aggressive. You ain't paying for that. And it was kind of a turn on. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know why, but it just was. She was like, I'm here. Why not? And he just was like not having it. And she was like, what's the problem? And it made me think, what is the problem? If we're together, if we're in a relationship, I earn money just like you earn money. You know, you're not asking me to be anything I don't want to be. Now again, we all have different sets of values, and you have to see where yours line up with your partner. He may say, I don't want you to work because I want you to do this and this and this, and you have to decide if that feels right or natural or real for you. Or he may say, I expect you to give me half of everything regardless of anything else, whether I'm a man or not. I think that's fair. And then you have to decide if that's something that you can live with. So it's a conversation that needs to be had, and it needs to be had openly and early and not assumed, because a lot of us are in for a rude awakening when we learn just the kind of person we're dealing with and what their values are. And sometimes we're embarrassed to admit that that's not what we value, and we don't see things that exact way that they see them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to. You don't have to see things the same, but it's better to be clear of how you see things and what you expect from your partner and what they expect from you before you invest all this time and energy. I'm of the belief that it keeps things simpler and more balanced when you do go half on things, like, or I got this one, you got this one, because it's less, in the event that something does happen, somebody's money is funny, whatever, you know that you always kind of like had each other's back, versus this person was always expected to take care of it because they're the breadwinner, or they're the this or this, or the man. Because some men cook, and some women don't, and some men are very domestic and they're very great at rearing, and some women aren't. And it's not just these gender rules. They gotta go. They gotta go, because it causes a lot of unnecessary confusion, or faking, pretending, instead of people feeling like they can be themselves or say what they really feel or what they really want. And when you don't say what you really feel or really want, you're not helping anybody in the process. So don't be afraid to share. Don't be afraid to share the responsibilities, to go half on things, to be a partnership rather than this is your role and this is my role only. And if you come out of this ain't the right way. Don't be afraid to believe that you're not a man, or that you're not being useful enough if you don't pay for and provide everything. And don't be afraid or, scared if you're a woman and you're not having kids, or don't want to have kids, or you're working and you are ambitious. Don't be afraid to be who you are, because when you're who you are, you'll attract the right partner to you that is okay with you as is, and not you pretending to be something you're not. Because nobody wins when they do that. Thank you guys for tuning in to another Boss Bitch Tips episode, and I hope this was useful. Like and subscribe and share, the whole nine, and tune in to my next one. Peace out, guys.